proved to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Hi again, everybody, alongside. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it.
They'll run the option left. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down.
And here's a look at the starting offense.
That's the tempo for the game.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They go play action now. Wilson, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make the quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. And went into it, you still have the big unknown out there.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With
pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old time.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
Coverage here.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Here to his running back, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid.
first down with Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his foot.
Rolling out on third down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play call. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from.
Now Wilson on a second down. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. And on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 and the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack.
Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles. They've got the second half from Indy. Brandon.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's...
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people in.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second. On second down, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards on the play.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. Okay, again we'll see the pistol here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there from 3 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone. Well,
they'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
it's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes to the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They go play action now. Wilson, he's got time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. Whatever it's going to take is a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Spinning past him. And still and nothing but daylight ahead. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of a 10.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. 1% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Let's go! Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what often...
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their big body receiver, 45 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. When the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16 in the drive. Wilson to throw. This will be caught at the 2. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Wilson. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Surveying the field. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what? A turkey bowl or Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together.
Back to throw. And one, weren't we, partner?
That we weren't going to win it. What, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty